Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyay online reading retreat labs presents Power of SAP, the Gateway to Spirituality program. In this, we have started with Gita daily series. So now we are going to continue with the same series for the upcoming days. And in the last session, if you have remembered, we have read the chapter number 7, verse number 16. Today we are going to focus on another important verse today, that is chapter number 8, verse number 15. Right? So now let's first go to the database. If you do not have a hard copy, that's well and good. Bhagavad Gita as it is. If you do not have a hard copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is, visit the nearest ISKCON center and grab this book. This is the must for this series. And we'll be having also frequently quizzes on this, Kahoot quiz, and there are some surprise gifts also for everyone who are participating and enthusiastically. Now let's read it from Bhagavad Gita 8.15. That is 8.15. If you do not have the hard copy for the time being, you can read it with me from Bhagavad Gita as it is from this online. Chapter number 8, verse number 15. Chapter number 18 is 8 is attaining the supreme, and the verse number 15. Right? People who do not know the English, so other languages, like if you have a German and other languages, you can switch on to the dual language view parallelly. Here you can see Russian, Danish, Czech, Spanish, Dutch, German, all these language, Lithuanian, Portuguese, French, all these languages are available, right? So let's say if you would like to move it to dual language, go for French again. So we can always switch to that, and let me keep it French and English. So you can see side by side, we can read English as well as French, right? So now let's read it, right? 8.15. upetya punar janma duḥkha-ālayam aśāśvatam na āpnuvanti mahā-ātmānaḥ saṁsiddhiṁ paramāṁ gatāḥ. So here the translation goes like this. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. Purport. Since this temporary material world is full of miseries, of birth, old age, disease, and death, naturally, he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet, Kṛṣṇaloka Vṛndāvana, doesn't wish to return. The supreme planet is described in Vedic literature as avyakta and akṣara and paramāgati. In other words, this planet is beyond our material vision and it is inexplicable. But it is the highest goal, the destination, or the Mahatmas, great souls. The Mahatmas receive transcendent messages from the realized devotees and thus gradually develop devotional service in Krishna consciousness and become so absorbed in transcendental service that they no longer desire elevation to any of the material planets, nor do they even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Krishna. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the supreme souls. Right? Now, let's go to switch our gear to Kindle. And here we will be reading from Gita for Daily Enrichment series. Will we create paradise? Today's title for this verse is topic is, will we create paradise or were we created in paradise? So very nice way of paraphrasing, or the title goes like this, very catchy title. And we'll read it again. Many technologists feel that high-tech appliances will gradually provide necessities and luxuries for more and more people. Thus they posit that we humans, so posit, if you do not know the meaning, so we can put it like this. Posit means put forward as fact, right? That's the meaning of opposite. Opposite that we humans will create a technological paradise on Earth. In radical contrast, many environmentalists feel that nature provides for the needs of all its inhabitants through its delicate and intricate harmony. We were created into paradise, they ever. So here there are two words, intricate the meaning, very complicated or detailed one. And if you want to know the meaning of ever, for multitude as such, they ever, but we are ruining it by our reckless technological interferences into nature's workings. Who is right? The technologists or the environmentalists? Gita wisdom answers neither. The Bhagavad Gita 8.15 indicates that our world is intrinsically miserable and temporary. Even at its pristine best, you do not know the meaning of a pristine, its original conditions, unspoiled, pristine copies. So even at its pristine best, it is no paradise. It is filled with disease, old age, and death. Of course, environmentalists are right about the counterproductive effects of technology. When we try to make things better through technology, we might seem to succeed temporarily, but over time, we end up making things worse, not better. This is evident in the imminent factors of pollution, deforestation, desertification, climate change, and exhaustion of fossil fuels, most of which originated in our techno-driven attempts to transform this world into paradise. So, technologists have got it wrong to a far greater degree than environmentalists. Taking this discussion to a deeper philosophical level, Gita wisdom indicates that existence has three essential principles: Tattvatraya, the living beings, the material nature, and Kṛṣṇa. Technologists ascribe the power to create paradise to living beings, environmentalists to material nature, but that power rests with Kṛṣṇa alone. And he informs us that eternal paradise awaits us if we learn to love him and thereby return to his abode. On our devotional journey back to Krishna's natural, eco-friendly lifestyle presents far lesser distractions than an artificial, technocentric lifestyle. Nonetheless, the devotional journey is possible through both. That's why devotees focus neither on technology nor on ecology, but on Krishna. Again, we will read the translation of this particular verse. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. So with this, we have completed this particular verse. If any words, we have to post it here. But let's say words for the today, we will be posting here. I really like that. Technology, nor neither technology nor ecology. It's Krishna, right? Really. I always enjoy reading so from the this kind of way where His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji has really written very well. So I read side by side, as it is Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhu's purport. And reflection is also important. And also, whatever you learn, you should write in your own, so that you will be also how will you be applying this principle in your life. Okay, so then only you will be able to retain all this informations, knowledge in long term. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Same experience with me as well. I have read multiple times, but every time I read it, it's everything new. And yeah, that's the magic. Posit. Posit means we have seen that the posit means positioning, posting, I think. The put forward is a fact, right? Then intricate is intricate and have a Intricate is intricate ever, then any other words? I don't think so. Remaining word, the pristine. Pristine already we might be knowing, but still, if any students doesn't know. So this is also homework to make some sentences around this. Try to make spiritual sentences as possible. Okay. So words of the day. These are the 4 words we have learned today. And after that, I think it's fine. Okay. So now let's move to the mind map once again. And we will mark this particular verse as a green. Right. So with this, we have completed this particular verse. So request to read the purport again. If you are also learning some other languages like French, German, or anything, you can also switch on to dual language view, and you can always read the respective, okay, particular words in your respective languages, right? So now let's stop here, and we will continue with the read. And in the next session, we'll be reading the verse number 19 of the same chapter, right? So till now, Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Stay tuned. We'll be having a Kahoot quiz on this very soon. On the YouTube, you'll be getting those links. You can participate enthusiastically.